Hey there, back again. To be honest, the last 4 months things didn't work out the way I thought. When I was on my flight home, I had this plan about how I would release all my unreleased content. You know, like if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I've been to like Malaysia, Singapore, Laos, Cambodia. None of that content is on YouTube yet. So I thought being home and not traveling so much gives me time to edit. Wrong. I didn't or couldn't. Mindset, family time, weddings, birthdays, and all those things. All good things. I ended up only being able to release about 4 videos or 5 videos from home. I think there were 5. And I still have a few left. I have a plan to do it, and I'll tell you that plan later. Right now, I'm in Dubai, and it's been interesting. I'll catch you up when I get to the hotel. I have to go to the passport control. It's just one night, but I'll explain to you when I'm at the hotel. When I started this journey, I knew it was gonna be a long one. Come on, I had 5 hours from Nairobi, 9 hours in Dubai, and 15 hours to get to Rio. So yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be just smooth. But what I didn't expect was that my biggest hassle would be at the Nairobi airport. I am starting to get really tired of those guys. They just frustrate me. But I'm gonna explain that a little bit later, but this is my journey from Nairobi to Rio. I didn't manage to film the Nairobi side. As I said, it was a hassle just getting checked in. I was checked in only like 40 minutes to the flight. I was running at the boarding so that I don't get late. It was chaotic. I didn't have even a moment to breathe, and I barely even took a picture on my first flight. But from Dubai, I managed to show you how much it takes to get from one country to another. Mind you, this is after embassy runs in Nairobi, applying online, paying for them, going to the embassy, leaving your passport, and just coming back and getting your passport. So yeah, when you don't have a strong passport, you have to go through hoops to go to countries, and I know a bit of that. Okay, so I'm in Dubai. They never really disturb as long as you have the credentials. They don't even ask questions. But I'm only here overnight, so right now I'm actually going to find the Emirates office so I can get my hotel details or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take my bag, but I don't think so. I came prepared. This can carry me for a few days actually. But yeah, let me find the office and see. Okay, let me find the office first. As I said, I have a whole lot of story to tell you. Be ready. Because I had a long layover, I got an airport hotel. So we were picked up from the airport, taken to the hotel, and given dinner for the night, and to be picked up in the morning in time for our flights.
Wake up, honey, I made you breakfast, fresh coffee and bagels too. A new day is waiting for us, we got lots of fun stuff to do. Let's go to the zoo and feed the monkeys. I can lend them your baseball cap. Let's make the day a barrel of fun. Growing up is just a trap. Don't it seem like a drag? Like putting all of your joy in a big brown bag.
Welcome to my humble abode for the next very few hours, because my wake up call is at 4:30 a.m. It's just around midnight now. So after 4 hours, I'll be awake. That is if I'm able to sleep at all. You know how sometimes you find yourself in a situation and you're like, how did I get here? I promised to tell you the story, and I got to the hotel and here I am. I only have less than 4 hours to sleep, so I should probably be doing that, and I will do that, so it won't take too much time. But yeah, I had thought I would shoot this video specifically telling you about my struggles with immigration and checking desks with my passport and my color. When I was at home in a nice relaxed place, there was this nice thingy But there wasn't things like that because I'm African, and when you're with your family, it's always on, and I mean always. So I had like many weddings, many birthdays with my nephews and nieces and my sister. It was a lot, and eventually I wasn't able to actually do it. And so here we are. I didn't think I would be including this one. I thought this was a fresh start. I think I had forgotten that. Yes, it is a fresh start, and I trust God that He'll be with me through it, and I know that God will take me through that. But I do still have my blue Kenyan passport, and I am still Black and African. And at the end of the day, no matter how much I would like for that not to be a factor when I travel, it still is. And the worst part is that it always starts in Kenya. So this is the third time that I've gotten a lot of stress, because you see, I'm not a tourist. I'm not going to a place for 2 weeks with a full itinerary and coming back. And I don't want to fabricate one, because I want to be honest in what I do. And so I had a visa to Brazil for 1 year, for 90 days over 1 year, and one to Argentina for 30 days next month. So I bought a onward ticket to Brazil, from Brazil to Argentina. In the Brazil website, they say that you can either have a return ticket or an onward ticket. So I got an onward ticket, and I go to the check-in desk, and the person who gets the dogs, there's all this hassle, like wrong turn, I'm in a hurry, there's a whole line, and then eventually when I get to the dog check, the guy asks me if I have a return flight to Kenya. So I explain to him my itinerary, and he says, wait a minute. So I ask him, should I book one? Because if that's the only thing, I'll book one, and then I'll yeah. So he just starts saying wait, and yeah. So eventually he sort of played mind games with me, and everybody checked in. I was left alone. At some point he had told me to go sit at the benches that be behind there with my passport, and so I was like, am I even going? And yeah, in the end I ended up doing something I'm not proud of, just to be able to get out of the country. But now that I look back, I am wondering, was it even worth it? And why does it have to be like this? So yeah, that is, I haven't even gone half my journey, but I already have this whole tale. And the problem is that it's starting in Kenya, you know? It's my country, people speaking my language, and actually gets them to even take advantage of that. And yeah, it has happened. This was at that time that there's a lot of stress just getting out of the country. You know, at some point the guy looked at my luggage and was like, you're going to Brazil for a month with that luggage? It's so small. And I tried to explain, I'm a backpacker. That's what I do. We pack light. I'm a digital nomad. I mean, that's what we do. I am not gonna be dragging a 30 kg suitcase because I don't need it. And over my travels, I've learned how to even pack lighter. My bag right now is way lighter than it used to be. But they don't care. All they care is that I might be going to refuse to come out of Brazil. And I want to travel the world. I don't want to go to a country and refuse to stay there. But with my passport and from where I come from, I feel like I'll always have to beg people to let me go and see their world. And yeah, I'm just starting this trip, but I'm already feeling a bit on the down low. I am hoping and praying to God that the rest of the journey goes on smoothly. So the next time I shoot this video, I hope I'll be in my bedroom in Rio de Janeiro telling you about how the rest of the leg went. But I'm at a point where I'm leaving myself to God. I've realized I have no strength, not as a person, not at how I look like, where I come from, or how my passport looks like. It seems none of that matters. So now all I can do is leave myself in God's hands and pray that this goes smoothly. And if it doesn't, if for whatever reason the next time I shoot a video about this journey I won't be in Rio, then that will be God's will. and we'll flow with it. And I'll continue to tell you the rest of the story about my 9-month trip last year to early this year to Southern Africa and Asia, and the hurdles I had to go through at various immigrations. So yeah, that is what's coming up. I know I started on a down low. Please keep watching. It's not gonna be all hyper, but at least it's probably gonna inform you a little bit about what we go through behind the scenes of all those videos I shoot at nice waterfalls or mountain tops or nice buildings or wherever else that I may be at. There's always that one part that I always, like, my heart beats before I get over that, and that is immigration desks. And yeah, let's continue this next time, because now I need to sleep. Have a good night. Oh no, don't sleep. You need to keep watching the rest of the video and subscribe so that you can get all my content in South America and the Caribbeans, hopefully soon. Yeah, we have to try and find that smile even when you don't feel the smile from the inside, and pray and trust God that you'll keep smiling and the joy will keep increasing and being there constantly, even when things on the outside aren't so good.
Listen to any of that jam. No, I'll never grow up.
The hotel room wasn't half
Growing
bad,
up is
but
just a
now
big fat
I've gotta go.
I take pride in
It's
never
5
working
a.m.
a day.
Okay, it's 4:30, almost 5 actually. I should be going. Oh my god, Dubai is hot. The moment you step out of a room or a vehicle, it's like you step into an oven. It's like, yes, super hot. Can't wait to get inside. And just like that, I breathe again.
Shop it anyway. Who can think I'm such a load of crap? Growing up is just a trap.
I'm getting ready for a 14.5-hour flight. It's gonna be a lot, but let's see what happens at the end, right? And just like that, we flew from Dubai across Africa, then across the Atlantic Ocean and into Rio. The flight was okay. Some turbulence here and there, but nothing to report home about. 3 meals, so they kept us fed. It wasn't a bad flight. It was a long one.
Don't it seem like a drag? Oh, like putting all of your joy in a big brown bag.
I just landed in Rio. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So it's gonna be my country number 41 and a new continent, 4th continent, which I'm so excited about. And I'm about to head to immigration. So yeah, as you know, that brings out some, memories and feelings. But I'm still today because I'm leaving it to God, because I realize my own strength can take me anywhere. So let's see how that goes.
I won't listen to any of that jam. Growing up is just a trap.
So this walk, I usually call the walk to the slaughterhouse because in the past it has felt like a slaughterhouse. I'm not gonna call it that today. I refuse that name from today. So I'm just walking to immigration. But what is strange about this walk is that some people are walking completely careless because they are Brazilian or they come from the country and they know they'll just go back home, no issues. Others are walking with passport privilege in their pocket, so again, no issues. And there are others like me who don't even know if this is the extent of the country that they'll see, and unfortunately that's a reality. But the reality is, yes, I am worried, but I do have a visa, valid one and valid documents, and I have a home to go back to. If it doesn't work out, or if it works out, I finish my visit and eventually I'll go back home, right? Because the other people in this walkway still who are maybe seeking asylum or something like that, and they can't even go back to their home countries. So at the end of the day, I think everybody has, or at least different people have different types of privilege, and I have to be grateful to God for my kind. And yes, I think that is actually what I'll take to carry me through this, right? For when I feel underprivileged, to remind myself that I'm privileged in other ways. I am in! Oh, that was so smooth, and you know, there were some people, Asians, a Muslim woman, and even a black girl who was in front of me who were taken to the side, and I know what that means. And so I was kind of starting to feel like maybe that's gonna be me too, because it follows a pattern. But then I told God, no, I won't claim that as my story, and it wasn't. I was simply asked, business or tourism? I said tourism. She flipped my passport, saw my visa, and just stamped it, and here I am. So I thank God so much. This was so smooth. As I tell you the rest of the story, I'm gonna be hyper probably because I am here. I'm in Rio. I'm in South America, continent number 4, country number 41. So happy, so excited. Keep watching. I am in Brazil, in Rio. I'm still at the airport. Wait, have I said that before? If I have, it's worth repeating because I'm that excited. So I am chasing down some ATM. The one that was behind there was too expensive, so I'm looking for another one. But they accept credit cards here, and they have Uber. So my steps at every airport is to find transport, get some cash, get a SIM card, and then the rest will follow. So I'll get a SIM card, I'll use Uber. I already have the app on my phone, and look for an ATM. I am so excited. I am in Rio. Okay, I know I've said that too many times, but if you knew the journey I had before I got here, you would too. You would say it so many times. So my journey started with a panic at JKIA in Kenya because they were refusing to check me in because apparently somebody was deported last week or something like that. And even when I got all the right documents and I have a visa, they were still, you know, being like that. And I'm really starting to get tired of living Kenya like that, because so far all my trips, whenever I'm leaving Kenya, the only time they didn't disturb me was when I was going to Rwanda or Malawi. But beyond that, they ask way too many questions, and in fact they are the ones, you know, it's my country, but oh, I'm really getting tired of it. But it was annoying, and so it made the rest of my journey very bad. The experience, I wasn't happy for the entire journey. The journey itself was 5 hours to Dubai, 9 hours in Dubai, and 15 hours to Rio. So it was a long journey. In fact, I'm still leaving 7 hours of Sunday, so my day is gonna be 32 hours long. Longest Sunday ever. But I don't mind repeating these 7 hours of Sunday if it means being happier than I was the previous 7 hours. I feel like it's God giving me a second chance to be happy because I'm very happy I'm here. And I'm telling you this just so you know, like, the journey behind all those videos I'll post in Rio, happy and all, it is not always highs. Sometimes you have very steep lows, but God gets us through them. And here I am, my home away from home. I am so grateful to God that I'm here. I can't believe I'm in South America. I'm in Brazil. I'm in Rio. I mean, anyway, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I just got to my room. As you can see, it's humble abode. The bed is really small. Wish they put a double bed instead. But otherwise, it's a nice homely place in Copacabana. It's nighttime now, so I'm not gonna go out. But tomorrow, I'll go explore officially. So, welcome to Brazil. Join me next time as I explore Copacabana and I see if is it as they do it in the movies. Aren't you curious? So subscribe, comment, like, share, and make sure you wait for the next video as I show you Copacabana Beach. Copacabana. I am so excited. Keep watching. Thank you and bye.